Okay, everyone. This is, of course, the great and glorious, soon to be famous one day, Nick Dutch, back again one more time, back on the camera for another fantastic video, another tarot reading coming right up. Very quickly, a couple of videos ago, I did a video requesting for you to write in the comment section your scary stories so that I could then read them out, provide my own commentatory. Or is that the right word? I don't know. I'll provide my own commentation or whatever. In terms of like what I think could have caused the strange supernatural occurrence, whether I think it was real, whether I don't think it was real, whether I think, whatever. So if it's like from you, it actually happened to you, make sure you mention that in the comment section of that particular video a few videos ago. Click on my channel name, go to the videos button, find a video saying give me your scary stories, and then in the comment section of that video, write it in. Okay? And I will get on to dealing with that and doing a video containing all your scary stories with my own comments when the time comes. Okay? I'm still unsure as to whether I'm going to be doing much more in the way of 3D, because that has its own controversiality associated with it. But I'll wait and see what the response is to the previous 3D video prior to me shooting any more. But without further ado, let's get on with today's tarot reading. The cards have been very thoroughly shuffled indeed, I'm telling you. I'm just cutting now. Okay, there's different ways in which you can shuffle and different ways in which you can cut, and different people do it in different ways. And that's what makes it so pleasant and exciting to think about how a person does their shuffling. But what are your cards for today? Right, well, a sense of emotional or financial gain, a sense of things being picked up or increased. Maybe your route towards financial success has been beset with briars and brambles, and maybe there's something getting in the way. It looks like you can almost see the vision of where you want to go with your life, but you can't quite reach it as of yet. So you need to be a bit philosophical as far as what can be achieved, what can't be achieved, and how you can go through the process. Despite that, your second card there, very hopeful, very full of mystery, very full of creative problem solving and creativity being put into action, as well as a sense of hope and luck for the future. Maybe you need the emotion of hope in order to keep you going to carry on working at all your material world stuff, so that eventually you can get a clear message of monetary gain and emotional gain and social gain, as opposed to what we've got at the moment that still looks a bit murky. You're not quite there. It's like you know what your kingdom should look like. Okay, but there's a few things missing. But don't despair, because you've got hope. It's like this is a progression to a certain extent. So it would seem that maybe in a few months' time you'll be feeling differently about this. There's a sense of something uplifting in terms of things actually happening to you, which is going to change the way in which you think and feel about the process into the future. So relax, take it easy. You're not there yet. You're feeling frustrated. Things are difficult. But don't be alarmed or concerned or too worried, because the hope signs are there. And that's also hope in terms of action, namely that some, good results will come. Don't turn around to yourself and say, well, that means that I can just sit back on my arse and do absolutely zippity squat, because that's not the way it works. Okay? Things will still need to be done. People will still need to be talked to. Arrangements and organizations will still have to happen. You'll have to be rigorously honest with yourself as to how far you're progressing towards reaching your goals. Does that make sense? Alright? So do things, but also the result will come. Nothing will come from nothing. So if you do nothing, then nothing will happen, and you've got to remember that. But finally, there is an interesting feeling around the Knight of Swords today. It's come after a sign of hope, it's after a sign of achievement, and with a promise that there is going to be some gain if further action is taken. Now, we don't have any fire signs here, so maybe your attitude does not need to be angry or intense when approaching taking action, but a sense of a new level, a higher level, and a feeling of action being done. Maybe it's still a question of a few more battles still have to be fought in order for the war to be won. But there is this sense of having achieved to a slightly higher level something, which is then going to bring about a different way of doing things, which I think is going to give you much more in terms of opportunity for the future. Now, let's just turn over one more card there. Very strong, obviously, on the romantic side of things. Two of Cups often symbolizing like twin flame, soulmate, that kind of thing. There's a reason that it's reversed, and that it's not necessarily that simple message. There's a twist, there's a kink to the message. It's not coming through clear and true. All right. So once you've worked on your material side of things, then you can work more on your romantic and emotional side of things. But the sense of hope and the sense of moving to a higher level so you can then fight off more difficulties is coming there, leading to this time of, okay, it's not going to be perfect, but it's definitely going to be achievable, and there is something good on the horizon there. So think about mainly the message of hope, mainly the message of activity, mainly the message of do things, and then you'll start to get the progress that you desire in your life path. That's the way it seems to me. Okay, so look after yourself, play it cool, and things are going to get better. Okay, it does get better. Your life does get better. Everything will get better with work. Okay, and of course the right type of work, the right work done in the right action, delivered in the right way, using the right people, the right institutions, or whatever it is that you have to deal with. Because if you're taking action, but you're not using the right methods, you cannot get the result that you're after. I mean, like me getting involved in like the pagan community and assuming that I can find like the cure for my diseases that way, that was the wrong method, because they weren't people who were specialists in the healing world. Okay, so sometimes we do make mistakes because we latch onto things that we think is giving us hope, rather than actually looking at the situation and what should be done, and trying to create the right social environment around you in order to try and help that situation to occur. Do you understand me, right? Okay, of course you do. I'm Nick Dutch, I explain things perfectly. Alright? So, if you've liked this video, give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell icon, and I will look forward to speaking to you again soon. I have tons of videos available on my channel, and I mean tons of them. All right, you can measure the weight of all of the electrons that was used to make those videos in weights, and it's tons. Okay, well, okay, no, it isn't. I'm joking with you. But there are a couple of thousand out there, so go to my channel name, click on it, use the search facility, watch some of the old videos. And of course, if there's something there you like, then rate, share, favorite, subscribe, all that rest of that, standard good stuff. You know what I mean? And all will be well. I mean, some of those videos which are out there, you can shove them on your own website or your Facebook or your video, whatever, just use some of them. Okay, they're all good. What else could I say right here and right now? Halloween is almost upon us. When October starts, the first Sunday of October is the first of my Halloween series. Okay? So watch for that. It's coming. The scary season is nearly upon us. And it'll be a good one this year. Yes, very good. Very scary. Just right. Look after yourself.